What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server for another Uber Sunday live. And today's team is won by Kingdra, I think his name was. It was passed to me by PK Young Lattery. And so some pretty cool things, you know. Obviously the Hippo and the Incineroar really pulled me in, but I also enjoy using G Max Hatterne, and it's gonna be the last Uber Sunday with this metagame. And so obviously, while we may not get any major Ubers until the next DLC, we're gonna be getting new Pokemon, and they're always gonna shift in. I mean, Incineroar wasn't around pre-home meta. And so before we begin, I'd like to show you guys the greatest video of all time: top 6 most dangerous returning Pokemon. Guys, I've watched this video probably 4 times. Like, it is fucking hilarious. So definitely go check that out. Pause that video, go check. Like, I had one guy comment, I don't even play competitive Pokemon, but this was the greatest thing I've ever watched. Okay, maybe I exaggerated in the last part, but he was like, he said, I think the greatest explanation video. I don't know if he doesn't play Pokemon as a whole, but for me, it was just the comedy. And shout outs to LOL No Pound. You always see him in the comments. He offered to edit the visuals, and so all I did was give him the audio. Everything else was his own comedic creativity, whatever. But this shit was amazing, man. Absolutely one of my favorite videos I've ever made, and that's saying a lot. Like, I love that video. And so yeah, funny. It's alright. So looking at my game 1, Hippowdon guards will against 1, 2, 3. What do I have for Reshiram? The X button. Okay. Let's see if I'll use that. Zacian, amazing versus him. Crunch once. Problem is, I'm weak to Zacian, like, when he copies me, and so because my Ditto can't copy Ditto, and he's gonna copy me +2 and be choice scarfed. That ain't it. And so I might not ever use my Zacian, or I'll just knock him out with my Hippowdon, but then I'd have to sack Hippowdon. And so yeah, I wonder if this should just be Spadef, man. Like, I'm mad weak to stuff like this, but he's really weak to Ghost, and so we're gonna use that to the utmost, as well as trying to use Hatterne to do what we can. It's probably not gonna be the best, but yeah, we're super weak to fire. I'm gonna have to just use some skill. And so, all that being said, all that nagging being done, I wonder if I probably don't die, because I don't lead well versus Darm either. Obviously I have the intimidating at Papa. We're gonna learn today, man. So he actually leads with, we have Darkest Lariat, ignores target stat changes. This getting hit matters a lot for my Necrozma. Not my Necrozma, my fucking this. Let me see how I want to win this. I'm gonna Darkest Lariat hard, as he misses. That absolutely missed. He's max defense T-Wave. Okay, which means which means Bliss isn't to a KOing here. Okay. So I'll Flare Blitz here. Yeah. And then we'll. I don't want to play this out. I'll Parting Shot. I know he's gonna go for Mornings. Actually, fuck, man. That's really fucking annoying. That was a big para. Primarily because I was a big para because I would have dropped his stats, and I know the Parting Shot would mean I'd be able to get up Stealth Rock versus this, and he would remain below a certain amount of health. Gonna see, there's the Stealth Rock. I'm not sure how I'm gonna pull this off. I don't like this Incineroar set versus, maybe this is just not a good team. Like, he's super weak to ground, so maybe we can pull something off there. I can't touch Hippowdon outside of Reshiram, but he can PP stall, I guess. But now, like, Hippo is just problematic. Like, he can't switch in. And so EQ plus Sand should knock this out. Nah, it wasn't enough. It's never enough. And so at this point, Incineroar is pretty much useless. He's gonna go for the Icicle Crash here. Fortunately though, we have Intimidate plus Ipapa. He could opt for EQ. He D-maxes Max Hailstorm. We're eating it up. I think that might give us Ipapa. It's not enough. It's never enough. So he uses his Dynamax. I mean, this was his only Dynamaxer, so that's no surprise. Max Hailstorm doesn't kill me, so he's gonna go for a Max Ground. I cannot hazard control outside of, man, my hat. Like I had him right there. Like if I got the parting shot off the first time. But Ubers are like the haxiest lives, and so that's no surprise there. This is also my, no, this is not my only Dynamaxer. Can't take too much damage on Hippo. Man, this just sucks. This just absolutely sucks. I can't lose this yet. I gotta go Loon. I'll take a decent chunk. Oh, that actually works out. Oh, that's neutral. Never mind, that didn't work out. So with Moongeist to knock this out. Positionally, Moongeist is amazing, and Marshadow coming in has to come in on Rock Spot. And take a round of Rocky Helmet here. So unless he's bulk up, which I doubt he'd go for anyway, he has to take Rocky Helmet. Nice! And Hippowdon will not be killed! As he probably goes to Necrozma because he can take any one hit. He might CC. He's Life Orb, which means he's unlikely bulk up is possible. But if it is bulk up, then there are a couple of things I can do if it's bulk up. I'll probably just sack what's his face and go to Ditto on him and sneak back. He doesn't have any ghost resists. And what I'm trying to avoid is well, I guess I could slack off here. Him bulking up a million times doesn't matter, because I'll just sack Incineroar and then Ditto. And because I'm gonna copy his stats. I wonder if he just choked. Like if he bulks up too much, my Ditto. No, I don't think I'd be able to take a Life Orb sneak. Well, if he gets a defense drop, like if I intimidate him now, I'm gonna run a calc on that. So he bulks up again. Where the fuck is my berry? Oh, it was already eaten. Oh, I just ate it, I guess. Okay. But anyway, it's funny because I could have just whirlwinded him out or toxiced him. So this was not even the good play as far as, you know, just U-turn out. Spectral Thief. And so here comes the Ditto. So here's the thing. I have a defense boost. And so I might sweep him here. Because this is technically +1 defense while -2. Like this might be the ideal situation. Marshadow. This is essentially like him being at -1. Uber Life Orb. And hopefully I'm not like overlooking something, because Ditto can't copy Ditto. And so I'm gonna run the exact calc. How much time do I have? 30 seconds. I think this is the equivalent of -1. Shadow Sneak, 0% chance. So we'll Spectral Thief here. Are you fucking serious, dude? I swear this fucking game, bro, is like this damn game truly has it in for me, man. Like it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And so here I'd assume he'd I don't fucking know, man. Probably CC. I want to sack Zacian here. Yeah, CC. Man, this is just stupid. Just stupid. It is what it is. I've lost. Like I'm pretty sure I just swept him. I'm pretty sure I just swept him because I copied all his boosts. I think even with that, I would have taken his boosts and added it on top of my boosts. Like, it's just crazy to me, man. It's just absolutely crazy to me. And so this shit can't do nothing. Oh, he's Earthquake, which is even better for us because that means our Hatterene has a fighting chance. Our Hatterene has a fighting chance, and so what I'll do is have him PP stall out his moves. He can't switch out. I guess he could go to his Ditto. Jesus, man. Unless I calc something incorrectly. I had +3 defense. He had +1 attack. It's gonna be slightly different in the HP. I know that much. And so it'll be what, like, I'm trying to think. I guess I can just IV it down to what, 25. No, that's way too much. About 10. Yeah, around right there. So it goes to Reshiram, which is like really dumb. Man, and he live on 1%. So basically here he's starting to get impatient. I guess I can D-max my Hippo if push comes to shove. Basically, oh, he Draco. Thank God bless. All right, what do I want to do here? Definitely TR. Oh my, so maybe he feels bad. Like, I'm gonna guess that he feels bad. I'm gonna just guess he feels bad. I'm weakness policy. I'm supposed to be leftovers. Supposed to be leftovers. So he's giving me Ditto. Trying to think what I want to do here. I guess I can Mystical Fire spam. Oh, Max Flare, 37%. 37%. Do I even need to Max Flare yet? He can only Earthquake. So I don't want to waste my Trick Room turns. I'll let him Moonlight up. I don't think Max Flare is going to kill him. Max Flare is almost twice the power. And then the next one is going to kill him, but then he gets to go to Zacian. Knocks me out. I think I can make better use of this than that. I can make better use of this, yeah. And we just continually Mystical Fire. Yeah, because even if he goes Zacian this turn, I just go hard Hippo. Okay. Hey, man. I still don't think you're slower than me. Yeah. Now we Max Flare. Give it to me now! Give me your points. Yes, give me that sun, boy. Give the sun to me now. No, my guy. No, my guy. You're so small, my guy. You are small, my guy. Man, this is one of the most satisfying wins. My opponent choked on straight dicks. And I'm going to guess that he just felt bad and gave me the game. Because I don't think there's any way. Like, bros, the luck is crazy. I just can't see this particular, like, I'm trying to think of the tier. I just can't see this being justifiable. Being max attack, like, you're not doing any kind of damage. Darkest Lariat goes through stat changes. I'm trying to think of some stat changes that people would use that is relevant. Can't beat Eternatus. What defensive stat changes would happen? There are no cursors. Yeah, I'm just going like, trying to think. Like, I can't foresee. I'm gonna make my own set mid-live. This is the Jamster special. I'm just gonna make this really spadef. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Flare Blitz can still be useful for Ferrothorn, Metal. I don't even foresee me needing U-turn. Parting Shot can be blocked by. Can Parting Shot be blocked? Because if that's not the case, if it can't be blocked, let's see. I'm careful. Is Incineroar really that slow? Wow. I just think there are other moves that are better here. Taunt. Perhaps protect for Darmanitan. Though I don't have a ground resist. Protect for Darm. Where else could protect be helpful? Maybe taunt for T-Tars, and let's use taunt. I can see taunt having a lot of viability, but I am mad slow. Like, I'm slower than Tar, I think. Either way, solid win. What? Y'all must be just watching that like, damn, he doesn't get foul play. Why would a Dark type not get foul play? No wonder let's use knockoff then. We're losing items out here. So I guess knockoff plus his U-turn would be nice versus Tar, but whatever. I still think taunt might be better. But yeah, that was wild. We do have a lot of laddering back up to do, as we're at 1472. Bros, that top 6 video was informative and like the funniest thing of all. Like, it was genuinely amazing. And so I think our Spadef taunt Incineroar immediately showed its value, considering the fact that look at that Marsh out of hiding. Nah, man, I'm walling you with my Hippo once again. So Hippowdon guards against somewhat Zacian, somewhat Marsh, somewhat Melmetal. Corviknight can't damage, and so the main destroyers are gonna be this thing. I'm not supposed to be. I don't like weakness policy on this. I can't foresee. I'm weak to poison and steel. I'm not trying to get hit by any of those fucking moves. Dynamax, they're not. So let's go leftovers here. Leftovers or life orb would be better. Because I like it's the only hazard control I want leftovers. So let's see. No Ditto, which is very good because Zacian is very problematic. We're gonna have to keep Incineroar at the utmost of health, primarily because it's our only Lunala switch and it's our only Melmetal switching. And we can't overload Hippowdon versus Melmetal. As much as it'll take a ton from Rocky Helmet, it takes a ton from Behemoth Blast or whatever that thing is called. And assuming that it's not a Sludge Wave variant, which is pretty uncommon, we should be able to deal with Eternatus fairly comfortably, and then murk him with a late game Lunala. So that's the game plan I'm going for. In order for me to late game Lunala him, I'll need Eternatus chipped. And so let's learn about his Eternatus, because I'd assume that would be his lead. This is a phenomenal lead for us. He could be Specs Focus Blast. That's a thing. Alternatively, I'm just gonna knock off, yeah, because Eternatus should be your only switch, and so this coming in means that what'd you do? Dynamax Cannon. I don't think you'd ever sludge move here, so we're gonna go hard. Zacian doesn't need to be at full for any particular reason. And you're right, he has Sludge Wave. That's why I didn't want to go hard Hatterene. Plus, he'd never go for the fire move there, because one, you want to weaken Incineroar, and two, I could Parting Shot and just completely invalidate your Eternatus at that point, and so you want to get as much value out of the turn as possible. Unfortunately, we're going to be probably staring down a Melmetal here, but what I'm going to do is Behemoth Blade into, oh, he actually opts to give me this. Dope. So that's Sandstorm damage right there. Oh wow, we didn't get burnt. Crazy. And so we can just wild charge hard on the off chance that he wants to randomly, he's feeling rogue and he's Rocky Helmet. The only reason I'm wild charging hard here is because he could be Rocky Helmet Corv, and that would I think Behemoth Blade, he can take a Behemoth Blade plus or whatever the hell. And so we're gonna always keep what's his face at the utmost of health. That must be Orb. Oh my god, this Hippowdon is a beast. And so, you know, this doesn't learn Toxic. He could be Taunt, but we do have Incineroar. Actually, Incineroar is slower than Corviknight, so I can actually get out taunted. But I do have Trick. Like, I have several options versus a potential Iron Fence Body Princeton. It loses to Hatterene. For Bulk Up Brave Bird, we Whirlwind Tauntless. If it's a sub variant, yeah. So we get to just Whirlwind here. Awesome, sawsome. I've shown Whirlwind, and so I'm gonna slack off here. He actually bulked up. This dude is mad disrespectful, man. Don't want to see the bulk up there, but if push comes to shove, I can Ditto copy. And I do. Oh, this is gonna hurt. If I get the right mon. This is the right mon, but it's not the right mon at the same damn time. Because double iron. Let me see how much this does. I'm a fucking Hippowdon, man. I'm a fucking Hippowdon. And so he'd take. The problem with double iron bash is that he takes Rocky Helmet twice. And so that will bring him to the range of Lunala. Oh yeah, I'm eating that. I'm eating that. I'm comfortable with that. Very, very comfortable. Hippowdon, yes, eating it up. We're about to kill you with just Rocky Helmet. Nice, nice. And I'm just chilling. I'm coming back. Oh, he's not even choice banded. No wonder he's doing so. Cause I was like, man, I'm eating that up like well. And so take about 50. He tried to freeze me there. I'll be at a little bit above 51, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Well, duh, because he dies to Rocky Helmet. That's why I'm surprised he double iron bashed. But yeah, Incineroar, do your job. You're here for this. And so it could have Focus Blast, has Defog. Not a big deal for me. And the fact that he's Defog means he's likely a Wisp Hex, so he's hard walled and we can blitz hard here. I didn't expect Marshot. I expected, you know, crazy as it sounds, Corviknight. But Incineroar putting in Weck. The worth is being shown here, ladies and gentlemen. As not sure why he went to this. Just parting shot. Let's see if he has mirror armor. Oh, that boy armor mirrored. Not a non-factor anyway, as we'll just shut this thing down. He's probably Spadef, and so that's why I'm not focused too much on, like, as far as not focused too much on I guess he could switch Dynamaxes. I think Trick still works. Max Airstream, yeah, it shouldn't do shit though. Yeah. Hex Max Airstream locked. Incineroar Infinite Beats. Second Max Airstream is gonna do 28. So let's say it is Scarf Loon. Let's say Incineroar, remove item, Hippo. I guess I could just be patient. Yeah, I'm not switching. Wow, like I'm still faster. Oh, he just didn't max Airstream. Okay, so he has max starting it. So he's a bulk up power trip then. Okay. So we'll go Incineroar here. Force the Airstream. All right, he's fucking I forgot that I just saw mirror armor. That's hilarious. I am bad. So wait, right, you're not locked when you're Dynamaxed, right? So I just gave up a ton of health on my Incineroar for no reason. I'll just let Zacian go. So obviously he's locked in. So the Brave Bird Max Stream is Defog. So here comes, I think I could have played that end game a little smoother. Here comes Lunala. Just power trip. That misses. So I'm surprised he went hard Zacian there, considering I just earthquake. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. Very surprised he made this play for sure, because I just did a copy and pretty sure he's just swept now. Very surprised by this play. So at this point, what all I need is a Brave Bird and so I don't need this thing. Though I could sweep him with this too. Hopefully he has Mrjamvad Blade. Alright, perfect. So you're swept. My god, I have a lot of attack. My god, it isn't right. I thought way too hard about that last couple turns. So like, obviously you sweep him, Jam. Yeah, I just never used Ditto. I think this might be the first time I've used a Ditto ever since this generation has started. There might have been some other team that I used Ditto on, but I'm just lapsing on it early game, just as far as like teams being passed to me. But yeah, I'm very proud of the Incineroar. I'm so used to seeing pressure that I'm here thinking about Intimidate. Like, my perception and my assumptions over it, I've overrode. Is that how you say that? Overrode reality there, which is actually kind of a good sign, at least for me. Whenever I do that, it lets me know that it generally because when I used to back in the old days, I used to make that mistake all the time, and people would always be like, Jam. One of my memes was that I'd forget the item in front of me. But that was when I was at my best. And so whenever I think very far into the future, as far as potential outcomes, that's when I'll sometimes miss the thing in this current turn, because I'm like 25 turns ahead. Sometimes it literally would get to like 20 turns, like I'd see. And so whenever that starts happening again, and I'm not in the present as much, as weird as that sounds, you don't ignore the present, but you're thinking about the next turn, and then the next turn, and then the next turn, and then the next turn, and so that influences your current. And so that's a good sign. I'm getting back to full power. So yeah, a lot of people have been commenting on that too. They're like, Jam, you're playing better. I'm like, bros, but it's my own fault for I wasn't topping ladders and all that, which I understand. Like on YouTube, that's important. And why not? Why the fuck not? It's a new generation. Okay, Hippowdon helps with Cinderace, helps with I am Dracovish fodder. I am straight fodder for Dracovish. So I'm gonna kill that as early as possible. My Dracovish counters. What's up? Oh, this is an OU team. Cool. I just realized that it's relevant to me. Zacian destroys my opponent if it's not Scarf Hydrate. Even if it is, I don't die to Fire Blast, so that's probably Rocky Helmet. And so Hippo for Cinder, that's about it. Hatterene for Trick Room sweeping. Like Hatterene under Trick Room just wrecks. And so I'm going to Incineroar lead to try to set up my Hatterene as early as possible. Lunala, Choice Scarf after Rocks destroys. Where am I going to get Rocks? Lord knows. But yeah, I'm going to mess him up early. Hatterene. Incineroar intimidates whatever he lead, which guarantees Rocks. I mean, this could have high jump kick. It is definitely a possibility. My thing is because he's gonna U-turn here or has high jump kick. Ideally, I mean, do I need this to be at full for any particular reason? If he's banded, I die. I don't want to give him. So he goes, man, I could have got my fucking. That hurt. And his lefty is Hydrate, so it's sub. It's probably sub. Man, if I parting shot it there, I had him. Like I had him there. But it's probably subplot, which is fine. He knows. Come on. Oh, I thought I got flinched there. I'm so used to getting flinched that I didn't even look at the turn. So this being weakened is important for him. Yeah, we're gonna Incineroar here. None of these plays are that big a deal, because he's just a plot Dynamaxing Hydreigon, which I'll go to. What's his face on him? So phase 1 is already complete. He's trying to set up for Cinderace, which makes sense. But I wanna destroy him early. What's my? I need to Intimidate just in case the Cinderace gets out of hand. And so he's gonna go for Earth Power here. You'd have to max your Extreme to. So I'm gonna actually go Lunala here. As crazy as that sounds, he actually Dark Pulses. I don't know if he's outplaying me or he doesn't know what's going on because he's 12-24. So I wouldn't be surprised if he Dynamaxed here and just didn't know, because Dark Pulsing there was just never the play. He should have Earth Power. But I was open to losing Lunala there. While it's important, I think for my game plan, I want everything else. Lunala, he doesn't have, this is his only Ghost Resist, but he also has the Frostmoth, which I assume is Heavy Duty Boots, and he can wall me. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna just take it one step at a time. I'm not sure what's going on. And so Heavy Duty Boots Cinder for him to go Cinder on me. So yeah, I think he's just like an older player. I don't think he's like an Uber player. I think he's just doing what he can, because you never see court change on Cinderace because it's a waste of a slot, particularly in Ubers. That does matter though, and so we're gonna just Parting Shot. But that gives me context, especially because he Parting Shot versus he yeah, let's pick up another. He might be Scarf and thinks he outspeeds me. Golisopod, Emergency Exit. There's no real switch into this. And he's definitely gonna go for Parting Shot. I mean Power Ball next time. Because he should feel comfortable. Because you should assume I 2-hit KO. You 2-hit KO me here, but your boy has the Papa Berry, and so we're gonna Parting Shot again here because he should U-turn. U-turn out, and so I'm gonna get my Stealth Rocks up again. Or okay, bet that's even better. That is even better. Actually, do I Trick Room here? I go this, I Trick Room. Does he auto lose? Or at least loses enough Pokemon to where because I could opt for Hippowdon going for rocks here. Dracovish comes in, I lose Amon. I'm actually gonna go to Hatterene here and just TR and just G Max up. G Max! And because I'm assuming it should be a court change. I mean a Heavy Duty Boots Frostmoth. So I'm not getting around. Like I need the Frostmoth to be at a certain range of health. Max Minus Storm definitely kills. I'll use my G Max here. Yeah, because I need them. I need the KOs. I can't be playing around with Side Shot. I don't have enough Trick Room turns for that. We need the KOs. And him getting rid of him sacking that, me and Zacian just destroyed. So he might be just newer to Ubers. Which if you are, shout outs to you, bro. G Max Mindstorm should just ravage this Dracovish. I'll smite. I wasn't sure. And the confidence to which he switched to Dracovish implied that he wasn't switching anyway. And so if he Dynamaxed at the very least, I would have gotten a confusion. How many? I can't even tell my Trick Room turns because you're so damn big. That's what she said. GG, GG, bro. even though I don't generally say G, but I can tell he's about to forfeit. Yeah, but yeah, G Max. So grab one more. I'm really enjoying this team. The Incineroar is just doing his damn thing. Again, guys, like, I don't think you understand. Like, and usually I don't promote. I should because they're quality fucking videos. But the top 6 video, man, it is like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I actually want to watch it again because the comedic, man. Shout outs to LOL No Pond. He outdid himself with the edits. We have to work together again because I'm gonna be bringing the point of me doing the top 5 video and top 10s of that nature. One, it's entertaining because what I'm gonna bring is more of it's not a PG-13 kind of humor. That's generally what those videos, they appeal to a different audience. And so my aim with this to do competitive top 5s to hopefully learn an audience that is interested in Pokemon and competitive Pokemon but might not know how to get started. And so it's just it's like there's a word for this, but basically, if you're into that, and then let me check out this top 5, and then what's the academy, and then they get introduced to competitive Pokemon, because that's kind of all our stories. We have that one YouTuber that we ran into. Actually, that's the comment I'd like to hear. Like, what YouTuber brought you into competitive Pokemon? If maybe it wasn't a YouTuber. But what's your story for coming in? I always love hearing people's stories on that. So looking at this, Hippo guards roll against 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 members. But it can Earthquake super effectively 3 members. Incineroar shuts down this and this. And so my Hippo plus Incineroar combination is gonna be amazing. Also, if I can get Hatterne in versus, I'm gonna assume Corviknight or a if it's like a choice locked Reshiram or something, because Reshiram is a problem. Also, if push comes to shove and he does allow me to KO his, because he's pretty weak to my Zacian, but if he allows me to KO his Tyranitar, that's also phenomenal. Also, if I can get rocks up and then copy his Zacian, I might be able to counter sweep him, because that'll counteract Sand Rush, because I'll have a choice Scar Zacian essentially, which should outspeed Sand Rush Drill. Yeah, and so let's get it. The game plan in this one, keep Incineroar should never come in unless it's versus. Well, I guess it has to come in on Reshiram. Let's see which one I kill first. He guards poorly against Zacian, and so his timer must have been, his come on. And then so game plan wise, keep Hippowdon at its utmost. The only thing that can damage my Hippowdon like massively are Reshiram and Lunala. And so come on, I want to play this game. Reshiram and Lunala. Reshiram, I don't have a solid switch in for. Lunala should have Incineroar to somewhat comfortably deal with that. Within reason, right? Beyond a certain point, it's gonna die, especially if it's not a Hex variant. But it seems like it's a Specs variant or something, it's Calm Mind or Specs, something like that nature, because he has the Corviknight, and so it'll depend, man. It'll depend on what he chooses to give up first. And so by me leading Zacian, the only thing that can offensively threaten my Zacian in a way where like I can't beat him back is his Reshiram. His Reshiram. And so, Reshiram on lead means he has to go for Blue Flare versus my my Zacian. And what that allows is for me to potentially pivot to Ditto, because he never Draco there. Potentially pivot to Ditto. Offensively threaten him with the Draco Meteor. Force Tyranitar, and then with T-Tarin, I pivot back to Zacian. Now, if he opts to stay in and then tries to Draco my Ditto, what this does is that Zacian can then, like, obviously is immune, and so it'll cover the doubles. Man, this is whack. I think he's gonna time out. Maybe having internet problems, or maybe he's just stop processing. Wait, oh, whoa! I just realized my timer was the one going down. I'll say so. There's the Reshiram. Again, because this is just a problem, right? And so I'm gonna go Ditto to cover for the blue flare, right? I get to see his set, his life orb, excellent. And so now it gives the opportunity to pivot back to Zacian, because whoa, Lunala. I could crunch him, but I don't know enough about his set. Okay, so he's just the bulky set, which is dope for us. And so this allows us to parting shot. Excelente. I wonder which one he'd go for if I went to Hippo though. Because this is a really good opportunity. So what I'm gonna do is go to my Hippowdon here, right? Hippo is incredibly important, so I know he's gonna stay in this turn. It's just a question of which move he goes for. And so the fact that he went for Will-O-Wisp the first time means that Lunala can't touch my Incineroar. And so I'm tempted to, I mean, you wouldn't just give me this, right? It's a decent trade because Hippowdon is such an important Pokemon. It's just a question of which move do you go for? Do you go for the blue flare? And I also want to get him in the range of my Zacian's play rough. And so I'm gonna mid ground to an excellent. So Lunala, excellent. This is excellent. He could pivot to Excadrill. Problem is I can Trick Room, and a lot of these most like I mean I don't know. I need to gauge his skill first, because like right here you could think Trick Room into Max Darkness is a thing, but if it's Max Darkness I guess you could assume, well, okay, no, so he just opts for the Hex. And so this is dope. Two reasons. Let's get the parting shot again here. Yeah, T-Tar is what I expected. And now finally we can get our Zacian in, or I could get Rocks up. Nah, Zacian offensively is much more devastating. Does Behemoth Blade into Wild Charge KO Corviknight? I mean, you'd never T-Wave here. I 2-hit KO for sure though. So I don't think he'd be able to roost it off. And also I think he might pivot. He might double switch out here. Because if I was Swords Dance there, I think I just murked. So there's just so many different things here. I really should know the Corviknight roll. I really should, because otherwise I'd have just Wild Charged twice. Sand is gone, so Drill is a non-factor. I could Wild Charge into Crunch, which covers Drillster trying to come in. Yeah, I think his net is just fucking up, which is whack, you know. It seemed like it was gonna be a good game. I can tell just by his plays make sense, you know. His plays make sense. Uber. I should learn this calc. Is there no Uber set? Let's just use one-on-one Fizz Dev. I don't know what that is. So I won that game, but I am curious at the calc for that. So let's assume max defense. Zacian, because in Ubers you don't really need Split F Corviknight. Uber Swords Dance. Wild Charge. Unless I'm like completely yeah, Wild Charge completely destroyed him there. 71 minimum it does. 6981. Like he was done. Well, actually I'm adamant then, aren't I? Yeah, this is not right. Oh wow. So that was a roll then. Yeah, it was in his favor. So I mean, thing about it is I take a ton of Rocky, but he can't out roost me, because roost gets you 50% back, and so if I did the bare minimum of 62, that would leave him at 9%, and then he'd roost, so he'd be at 59%. And so then after that, it had to be a prediction. Okay, well, are you going to go to drill? Are you gonna go to drill, or? And so me going for Wild Charge on the switch would have somewhat invalidated all that. But he might like be like, oh well, I don't feel comfortable going to drill because, you know, you could just close combat, and if I lose drill, like I almost cannot kill this Zacian. And so it would be a couple predictions there, here and there. But even if he went drill, I'd be open to that. I just wanted the Corviknight to stay low, so I'd never predict. I just Wild Charge there. Corviknight staying low meant that the Hippowdon and the Zacian comes back in and just click spam his blade and I get a kill every time. But more importantly, the Hippowdon had no switch-ins at that point, and because Lunala infinitely gets walled by, and not infinitely because I don't have a recovery move, but you know, Incineroar does his damn thing. It was just looking great at that point. So yeah, that's where we're gonna wrap up today's Uber live. Man, that first game with the hacks, like how the fuck do you get the crit just when you need it? Crazy. Anyway guys, definitely check out this top 6 most dangerous training Pokemon and leave a like. So many people watch the vids, enjoy it, and then they forget to leave a like. Like, let's get the academy popping today. So thank you for watching again. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.